What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the new FUT Captain's hero, Mario Gomez. He has gone from an 88 rated striker all the way up to a 93, still in the Bundesliga, and we've managed to get him on a loan with obviously that FUT Skipper pack. Again, you can use some of these in the Captain's Cup. I believe you can use two of either the FUT Captains or the FUT Captain's hero. So if you want to spend 25k to get two of them, go for it. Why not? But we have Gomez here. He's a 4-star. I think upgrade-wise, they've had a pretty decent upgrade. He's had a nice little extra onto his skill move. Instead of a 3-4, he is now a 4-4. And in terms of the price at the moment, he's coming in at 1 million coins. That more than likely will drop down as we kind of get through to it. As normally, mini releases, you tend to get a little bit kind of higher price to start with, and then they do drop depending on upgrades. We have got an upgrade of 8 on his pace, 5 shooting, 9 passing, 6 dribbling, 5 defending, and 8 physicality. So I will say that they have upgraded these very nicely. It is a shame that these are not in packs forever, like they've replaced the heroes, but hey ho with it. He is a power header. He is 6'2" as well. I don't know if I mentioned that to start with. High, medium, right footed. And in terms of the stats, we've gone with that engine. Just to give him a little bit more on that agility balance, he gets 96 pace, already having 95 shooting with 98 positioning and finishing. There is no point getting that +1. We get the extra 5 and 10 on the agility balance, taking it to 93 and 94. Passing wise, we're looking good as well. 92 and 88 on the short and long. We've got great head and accuracy, decent jumping and strength. Stamina's 90. The card is stacked everywhere. The only thing with Mario Gomez, which is probably just general knowledge now, he is tall and he is a little bit more blocky. So I'm interested to see what he can do. I think in terms of his, I don't know if he's even got his type. I don't even know. I don't think he has a type on here. He's got Captain's Origin, so I could imagine he's probably an average build, maybe even stocky at some aspects. But we're going to jump in, see what Gomez can do, and hopefully get a few dubs with him. Gomez looking for the sprint. You can tell straight away that pace is still a little bit blocky in comparison to what it says on the tin. Trying to just get anything from him, but the thing that will kind of make him go a little bit more on the kind of better side is that strength. That's going to be a massive help for him. Try and find something. He nearly gets the shot through, to be fair to him. Back into Gomez, looking for that pass forward. I weren't quite going for Nkunku, but he definitely gives it the attempt. To Gomez again. I think I've made maybe the wrong choice in putting him as a solo striker. Probably going to have to move that kind of very soon into a second striker, just because I think personally how I play is not necessarily massively kind of like just running anymore. We do try to pass a little bit, but I feel like having him just as a lone striker, trying to hit him on them through balls is going to be a little bit difficult. As we try something fancy, he's not really kind of getting forward there. So it would be nice to have him as somebody, maybe even a hold-up striker, and then kind of maybe trying to find him on the edge of the box. But definitely running forward is just not going to be his game. Can we try and ping him forward? Can we get the header on him? Neto coming out, trying to get that before him. Gets it. Goes for the finesse, and what a finish for Mario. Outside of the box, finesse over the keeper. That is a sight and a half. In terms of his price, he is coming down a hell of a lot. He's hit now 900. We find him across here. Left foot across goal. And there's another 1 minute in. And he's already got his second. He has come down to about 900. So we can imagine he will drop down a hell of a lot. We'll have a look at the captain heroes after the next couple of goals. And in. There's another. Beautiful. Go on, as we got the pace. Got the legs for it. Oh, Trent's going to do him. I definitely can see the massive difference in having a second striker. Just allows him that little bit more room. You can kind of use that more pacier striker kind of pushing forward with the ball, maybe running at the defenders a little bit more. And it just gives him time to kind of set himself in a run. And you can kind of pass it to him as and when you need him as such, because that's kind of where he's going to be better. Once he's set, once he's ready to receive it like here, you can go for that shot and you can keep the ball rolling like that. Whereas I think when you go in singular, you're almost having to make it with him. And I just don't think he's got that in his locker, being the kind of the body type, the animations that he actually has. The biggest thing for me is the price. I personally wouldn't spend 900k on Gomez. Personally, I probably would be looking somewhere in probably like the 200 mark at the best, unless obviously he was like an iconic figure to myself. Then obviously it would be up to a little bit. If we had a Rooney card and he was 10 mil, you'd question it if you really wanted it as such. He does at times feel a little bit blocky, which is a little bit disappointing. I was kind of expecting him to, but it would have been nice if they managed to just loosen him up that little bit, just so he can do a little bit more. Otherwise, you've got a fantastic striker. His ability on the ball is brilliant. Shooting is fantastic, as we know. Passing's good. Dribbling is okay, bar from the blockiness. In terms of his terms, they're a bit sharp, but again, you're not going to go past the whole team with him, which is a standard with him. He's not necessarily that sort of player, but it would be nice to have a little bit more on that movement just to kind of get him through the first hurdle. I think the big thing that you've got to think about with him is the fact not only have we got good centre-backs now, in about 2 to 3 weeks when it all kicks off for Team of the Season, there is going to be so many fast, good defending, physical defenders that will absolutely ruin Gomez. So having the kind of troubles now is only just tenfold. Like we're going to get the Maldinis in their hundreds. We're going to get Team of the Season, LaCroix maybe, Team of the Season, Varane, all of that. Well, Varane, no chance. Varane, Virgil is what I was going for there. And that's just going to be even more to deal with. So he's good for right now, and he's good for your Bundesliga team, but in terms of the long run, in terms of kind of main teams, unfortunately, I just don't think he quite hits the bill. So then if we are going to Gomez then, so now he's coming in at 865, honestly, I wonder if any are actually selling. No. So it looks, well, unless this is glitched, obviously it means that there's either quite a few listed that have not finished yet. Obviously we're, just over an hour in, so I can't imagine there'd be loads, but there's not actually any sold yet. So the price will drop until it finds the period of kind of what's going. We can see on, the PlayStation side, you've got 607, start off at 835, so somebody actually did buy him for that when already lost nearly 200k. That is a bit crazy. In fact, do we have a Heroes version? Oh, okay, it's just taking us to here. So obviously these are the Heroes at the moment. We've got 770 for Lundberg, 341, 2 mil, 670. So if I was to kind of predict, I would say it'd be coming in anywhere between 4 to 500. Judging these, always you got to be careful because these 4 obviously came in the normal team, whereas we've got Gomez in the mini release. But we do have upgrades hopefully coming tomorrow, so that should mean that we should get a lot more in packs, or at least in less demand then, because the supply in untradables should be that little bit more. In terms of the card, engine is definitely the way to go, as we got suggested by 89% of people here. 96, 88, 94. We've already got very good physicality. Aggression a little bit lacking, but it's okay. We've got great head and accuracy from him. He's got 6'2" as his height, so you cannot argue with him heading the ball. In terms of shooting, he's got a deadly finish on him. It is literally just the blockiness. That is the only thing. And he reminds me very much of the stats of someone like a Lawan. Not necessarily got the pace that shows on the card. 96 is most definitely, if you put 96 pace Mbappe next to 96 pace Gomez, they're different. The body type, the animation, the running style are different, and that is how it works. Animations and body types all have an overall factor. As I can imagine, a lot of people are not stupid about it. You could probably tell me that Mbappe is going to be quicker, no matter if the pace is the same or not. And it is weird because that is the overall factor. You've got 96 pace, but there is so much more to it, unfortunately. Other than that, he's a solid card. He gets the ball down. He's got a good control on him. He's got very good shooting. Passing's decent. It's good for a striker. Physicality's nice and head is nice. It literally just comes down to his dribbling. It's the only thing that really lets this card down. But that is just natural how he is. That's how he plays. He isn't necessarily this player that's going to take on 10 players. He's going to get the ball, get a pass and move on the go. As we saw outside of the box, inside of the box, his finishing is incredible. So if you can get the shot on him, then he's going to score it. So hopefully we can see a few more of him in Bundesliga teams, in German teams maybe, because he does fit the bill. Unfortunately, he just doesn't fit main teams. That's the only thing that really we're not going to see too much of him in. In terms of German strikers, We've had a Royce, obviously fantastic card, and even he's 464. That's nuts. Then we've got a Werner road to the final, which is a nice card. So you've got a nice little trio if you wanted here. Gomez, Werner, and Royce. You could sit Gomez in the cam role, so he doesn't necessarily have to run too much, or you could whack him up top as a hold-up striker to wait for either Royce or Werner to catch up from that cam role. So you can already see the benefits of having that sort of card. You've just got to use his strengths. Don't go running off with him. Keep him on the ball. Don't necessarily let the ball go too much from your feet. Keep the passes going and find him on the edge. Get him on the edge with no one in front of him, and I'd say a good 8 times out of 10 he will finish the ball. So overall, in terms of this card, I'd happily give him an 8.5. I think with the upgrade and how good kind of like they've gone with the stats, I'm going to go up to an 8.7. I think with the dribbling, it's a massive part of the game. The blockiness, again, is a huge part of being able to keep the ball and keep it well. Like I say, in Team of the Season, we're going to have fast, strong, great tackling, good passing, dribbling centre-backs. That is going to be the worst news you can go for someone like Gomez. Same for someone like Lawan. He's not going to have that physical ability. His pace is going to be a little bit lackluster in comparison. And on the ball, he's going to get tackled quite a lot. So it just makes it that little bit more tricky to fit him into a main team. If you want to have fun, then go for it. He's going to score you goals. He gets into the positions. It just takes a little bit of a different sort of game style to actually get him in front of that net. But still had fun with him. Thought he was a good striker. Just again, some of that blockiness is just what lets him down personally. So let me know down below what you think. Are you going to get Gomez? Is he a cult hero for you in... who did he play for? Was it Wolfsburg? I can't even remember. Generations, that would tell me. Stuttgart, Fiorentina, Bayern. I was thinking that. I was like, I swear it weren't Dortmund. Bayern, of course it was. So he's had a very, very long career. It's been incredible. He is 36 now. So let me know down below what you think. Like and subscribe. And I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.